So let's piggyback. What was we talking about on break?
We were talking about how different companies do multiple streams of income and how they do that. I was touching on the fact that Philip Morris they also do pharmaceuticals. So not only are they selling the cigarettes, they're also you guys touched on the truth campaigns that they do, and they make money. But if that person gets sick, they also have the pharmaceutical companies that are quite possibly selling the medicines to treat the cancers that they may receive, or they may develop from smoking those cigarettes. Wow. So if you think about that, I'm making money here, so I'm selling you a product. It can quite possibly cause you to develop an illness that you can't get rid of. That could possibly kill you. So then, okay, so you have it, and you need to get treated. So now I'm going to make this product, this pharmaceuticals, for you to get treated, to get rid of what you develop.
Right. What do you do
as a result of using my previous product?
When you have like hair issues, like people that got dandruff, right? And this is what people got to pay attention to words. When you got dandruff, right? What do you do when you got dandruff or dry hair? You get a hair treatment. Right. Mm-hmm. So what are they treating? And then another thing, we're not going to turn this into a conscious show, but this is a good topic. So I want to touch on this when you talk about the pharmacies. Pharmacies translate to pharmakeia, which means sorcery. Mm-hmm. So when you look at it, I ain't going to name the name like that because I'm not trying to get in no trouble, but I'm just going to say the definitions and y'all know what I'm talking about. Right. So rite, R-I-T-E, means ritual. Correct. Of course. A, and then you got pharmacy, which translates to pharmakeia, which is sorcery. So ritual, aid, sorcery. So what you're talking about is like sorcery, like enchanting people to get into these cycles, these patterns. Yep. Yep.
Honestly, medicine itself is sorcery. So, I mean, if you want to, that's a whole nother topic for...
Right. We don't have to touch on that.
Right. You can tell from... I know y'all watch them infomercials and those commercials on... the medicine, the side effects, they have more, give you more side effects than what the medicine. What you trying to cure.
Hey, look, the engineer want to jump in. You like this my subject.
It's mine too because I'm in the medical field. But the symbols represent a form of sorcery. Correct. So when you're looking at, they even have it. If you get really technically into it, it's so deep in the medical field where barbers used to do medical treatments on people. That was the intentional expertise of a barber. That's why they have the little candy cane pole with the snake around it. Yep. So when you think about that, then you have the medical sign, and it has that same pole with the snake around it, but they just added a little triangle or whatever and tried to make it different, but it's the same. So when you had bloodletting and things like that, where they drew blood, barbers did that first. Mm-hmm.
Wow. And sorcery is not bad.
So it gets way deeper.
Yeah, it do. So let me do this. We can touch on this a little bit more, but I want to make sure we get the audience what they wanted. We have put up the subjects that we was going to touch on, so I'm going to close these subjects out, and then we can freestyle at the end. Okay. I'm going to let you do your segment about Black history, and then we're going to freestyle the last minutes of it, and we just going to talk about whatever, open topic. Okay. So the last two things I wanted to touch on is the difference between publicity and promotion. Publicity is like contacting us and saying that y'all want to do an interview with us. Shout out to the Master Keys. All day. So yeah, publicity is basically getting in front of media, having conversations about what you got going on, doing multiple things that will get you on the internet, where you become researchable. Promoting is when you're paying for your constant running of your content, the repetition aspect, so that it can draw people in. Like, you're doing your commercials on TV, you're doing flyers, you pass them out everywhere. Right. So the publicity is having a conversation to give insight about your business, and promotion is actually getting out and actually trying to promote yourself, elevate yourself to another level, opposed to trying to put information out there about you. And then the last thing is internet marketing, which I touched on that. Internet marketing, publicity. It all ties in.
Couldn't publicity also act as promotion?
Yeah, promotion and publicity.
I.e. Floyd Mayweather. He puts this out into the public that he's this kind of person or whatever it may be, and then it promotes the fight because it promotes him as the villain.
Yep.
So, I mean, it's also free forms of promotion.
Right.
Through
it's like a tag team.
Yeah. So it's like...
Right, but promoting does not... Publicity doesn't work without promotion. So, publicity could be... I mean... on a level where millennials can understand, it's like you have the Instagram models. They have a lot of publicity, but do they make any money? No, because they don't promote themselves.
Correct.
So then you have that's the difference in it.
Right.
When you know, publicity is knowing me publicly.
Right.
So anybody can be known publicly. I'm known publicly, but I'm not making any money off of it.
Right.
So that's really not doing me any good. But if promotion is the physical. It's the actual physical action of going out and saying, okay, so since you know me, I want to do this with you and make X amount of dollars. That's what promotion is.
Right.
And that takes a lot of work. So it takes you doing leg work. Anybody can be known publicly just by just putting your name out there. But when you promote, like when I did life insurance and financial services, when I promoted myself, I mean, the company I worked for, it was publicly known. So if I said, well, I work for this company, I don't want to name it on the air, but, you know, it was publicly known. So it's like everybody knows what that is. But in order for me to make money, I had to promote myself. So actually, I used to get this guy when he was like about 3 or 4. And I used to dress him up in a suit and tie and put a shirt over his little shirt and tie that says Future Millionaire on the front. And
that's what's up.
Do you want to make some money on the back? People saw him. I targeted families because I have a son. I didn't have a babysitter, so I had to take him with me. And I targeted families just because I knew that they would understand if I had my son tagged along with me. So when I went out and when I promoted myself and I passed out cards, I said, well, here you go, blah, blah, blah. They interacted with my son. They thought he was cute. This is all promotion. So when you go there and then when they give me the call, and I was always trained by millionaires in that particular company, for every 10 people that you give a card to, 6 of them are going to call you. 4 of them are going to set an appointment with you and make a sale. So I said, why do 10 a day? Why not do 50?
To increase that number.
You get what I'm saying? So when you do that, that's the process of promoting. That's the difference, basically.
My personal brand is called No Shirt Mentality, or NSM. It's a clothing line that I thought about coming out with. It's an athletic clothing line. Like the premise behind No Shirt Mentality is exactly everything I just mentioned. It takes a certain mentality to do some of the stuff that we do as activists, as entrepreneurs. If you don't have that mindset to get up and go and be a self-starter, self-motivated, then you probably won't make it as an